friends, it's Sydney from Sid Plans It Out. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing weekly goals, weekly actions for December 26th through January 1st. It's currently December 26th right now. It's Monday. It's like noon. So, you know, a little bit of a slow start to the morning, but sometimes you just need that. And I have the whole week off this week, so I have quite a few things that I want to get done, but a lot of it is just like kind of normal things. Some of it is extra things. So yeah, we're going to just, you know, set this up right now, and then I'll actually like get started on my life today. I just, you know, I planned on like doing this a lot earlier, and then I was just like, you know what? It doesn't need to be up on Monday. I can do it on Monday because that's really when I'm going to be thinking about it anyway. So, last week's goals, I did decent on them. I made progress on all of these weekly actions. I didn't like, you know, 100% get all of them done, but I mean, I feel like it was a good work towards them kind of thing. I did my reflections. I don't know what is happening upstairs. My neighbor's doing something very loud. I hope you can't hear it. Yikes. Okay, so I have this washi, and I'm just going to set up this weekly reflections page, and then we'll get into my weekly actions. As you probably saw, I have my goals already written out on a separate piece of paper. I like to do that before I actually write in here. That way I can, like, you know, make little notes on things and, you know, things like that. Also for filming purposes, it's just a lot easier to actually like have an idea written down and go from there versus just winging it. You probably wouldn't enjoy that. It would be a lot of ums and uhs and me thinking, and I don't know that that would be enjoyable. I picked this washi for no other reason than just I really like it. I think it's fun. And yeah, so it's what we're going with for today. And I'm just going to get this set up. My contact is not having it right now. Yikes. I might have to go stop for just a moment and put some eye drops in, but hopefully we can make it through here. Okay. All right. So let's just set this up really quick here. I think I want this one. Yeah. So these are the Makselife markers. They don't perfectly match the colors in this one because this is like last year's companion notebooks, but they will match in the new ones. So once I get into those, they will match better. But I've been using them because I bought them, so I might as well, right? Right. Okay, this week I think we're just gonna put reflections up here. I know a lot of people, well, maybe not a lot of people, but I've had some people ask about monthly goals and 2023 goals, I think, at least. Maybe that's just in my head. I honestly can't remember anymore, but those will be coming. The 2023 goals, I believe, are going up later this week. I honestly can't remember. And then my January monthly goals will go up, I believe it's next Monday. So if you were looking for those will go up soon, hopefully. As long as I, you know, don't just sit on my butt all week this week, which I don't think that's going to happen. I think there will be a lot of sitting on my butt because, I mean, I have a whole week off and very little plans at all. If you saw my video that went up Monday, it's my catch-all, and there wasn't a lot to put in there because I don't really have a lot to do this week. So hopefully I will get things done this week. All right. Really simple setup of the reflections page, but I like it. I think it's nice. I think gray and orange, yellow orange. This is not as orange on the paper as it looks on here. Like, I feel like it looks more orange on the roll, and then you put it on paper and you're like, oh, that's it. But it's fine. All right, let's move into my weekly actions. So, I don't have a ton of goals, like, or, you know, steps or things to take, like, personal wise this week. Because I don't, you know, like, I'm going to be doing filming and stuff. Like, that's just part of what I'm going to do this week. It's going to be great. I'm going to get decently far ahead, I think. That way when I travel at the end of January, I am not, like, spending the week before filming a million things and, like, you know, getting, like, feeling overwhelmed before I travel kind of thing. So my biggest, like, personal goals this week, I want to make sure that I'm still getting up by 8. Like, I want to be out of bed by 8. I think that's what I'm going to write, out of bed. Because even though I have the week off, I don't want to, like, completely ruin my sleep schedule and all of that by staying in bed forever and, like, you know, wasting, right, my morning, and then staying up super late. Like, I don't want to do that and completely throw off my life this week, so I'm going to do my best not to do that and try to be out of bed by 8. So that's one of my goals. It did not happen this morning, but I also wasn't really thinking about it this morning. I also on Saturday went to mass at midnight with my parents, and then like wasn't in bed until 2, and then we had Christmas morning yesterday at like 8, I guess it was like 8:30, and I wasn't feeling it. I was really tired. So yeah. I also I'm just going to put AM/PM routine because I want to make sure that I'm still, like, focusing on those and not just, like I said, not just letting my life go to the wayward because I have the week off kind of thing. The last thing here is because I do have the week off and because I did not post a reel last week or the week before, I don't think, maybe not even the week before that, and I keep telling myself to post reels, I would like to post 2 reels this week and just kind of like get myself back into that. So those are my personal goals for the week. Let's see. Fun and recreation here. So I have, wow, that didn't work. 3 things here. Let's see. The first thing is I have 2 books that are now overdue at the library. So I want to read/finish those this week because, again, I have the time. And then, you know, since they're already overdue, I might as well just read them and then over the weekend go to the library, because I didn't do that last week, which is why those books are overdue. So I might as well just finish them and then go to the library. The other thing here is my sister bought me some Copic markers, which actually, let me go get them real fast. Okay, so I asked my sister for brush markers, like in the sense of like hand lettering, like brush markers, brush pens, and she got me Copic markers, which are super cool. They're alcohol-based markers, and these are really nice, honestly. But now I have to like figure out how to use them because I've never used an alcohol-based marker before, so I'm really excited about them. I was unprepared for them. So since I have time this week, I want to figure out how to use them. Do like, maybe watch some YouTube videos, read some stuff on them, that kind of thing, and just kind of play around and have fun with them. So that's going to be one of my fun topics there. Maybe I'll film a reel, like swatching them or something. I don't really know. It was a thought. But yeah, so those are super cool and I'm really excited about them, but now I have to figure out how to use them. So yeah, that's it there. Work and learning. So I'm not working this week, right? But I know myself and I know that I'm going to want to like check my email or like check Teams or something like that. So I'm literally just going to write, like my goal here is to just like not pay any attention to any work or anything. So no email or Teams. Like I'm determined I'm not going to check them this week. Don't need to. I took the week off. Everyone knows that I'm off. They shouldn't need anything from me. So yeah, that's that one. That one's super easy. Moving on to family. So my parents are going out of town for 2 weeks. They're going to the Caribbean. I'm very jealous. But they're going to be gone. And I just spent like a ton of time with my family, right? Like a lot of time since it was Christmas. So I don't really foresee like spending a whole lot of time with anyone. However, tomorrow some of my family is going to have dinner at a family friend's house. So that's really like my thing here, is just going to that dinner. Because there's no reason to not go, honestly. I thought about saying no because it's also when I have a Patreon Zoom, but it didn't really make sense to say no. So there we are. That's my quote unquote goal, is to go there. Like it's a goal, but it's more of just like a, hey, don't forget about this kind of thing. Okay, health and wellness. So I did terrible with my PT. I've just been doing awful. So I need to get back into that. I also haven't been doing great with my water the last couple days, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to write out physical therapy in all caps and like yell at myself about it, because sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I do that, I'm like, oh yeah, that thing that I'm yelling at myself about. I should do that. So there's that. I want to, okay, so I've been putting 96 ounces of water, but now I'm like thinking like that's, oh yeah, no, that's right. Okay, so three water bottles. Sorry, I was doing math on this earlier and for some reason it didn't seem right. Like I don't know, maybe, obviously I did the math wrong, but I want to make sure that I'm drinking water, especially because I'm not going to be like, working or anything. Like I want to make sure that I'm not just like ignoring it. So that one. And then it's supposed to get up to like almost 60 later this week. And it's going to be like mid 50s at least one other day, potentially two. So I'm going to put movement / steps, because I want to make sure that I'm moving and not just like sitting on my butt all day, which is what I normally do. But now I can do it like even in a different way, right? Because I don't have to sit at my desk. But I also like a kind of sub goal of that is I'm going to put, ideally I would like to go on 2 walks. However, the goal is really just to go at least once. So I'm going to put walk once. And if I get more than one, awesome. If I only get the one, great. That's all that I really am like, yeah, I want that. Does that make sense? I feel like it makes sense, but you know, sometimes I like think to myself like, well, that's kind of pathetic, like just once. But hey, I haven't gone on a walk in a while, so one time would be better than anything I've done for the last few weeks, months, you know. So I think that that is a fair goal. All right, moving into spiritual and personal growth. So I didn't do great with my faith planner last week. I don't know what it was about last week, but it just wasn't happening for some reason. So that one for sure. And then I would like to go to church on Sunday. I haven't been to church in a while. I did go to mass with my family or with my parents this last weekend. However, it's not like my favorite. It didn't really, I don't know. That's a whole other story. But I would like to you know, like start fresh and just like get back into church. I was going and then COVID happened and I stopped going, and then I was watching it online and then I stopped doing that. And then, yeah, I would just like to go. So that's my plan, my hope for this weekend, my goal. All right, moving into financial here. All right. I'd like to, okay, so I have like 3-4 things here. A couple of them kind of go together, but yeah. So I feel like a lot of times the weekly actions should go together just because like you're working towards the same like kind of goals, like, you know, your overarching goal. So your actions a lot of times will be multiple parts of the same thing, if that makes sense. But they're like different aspects of all of those. So that's kind of why sometimes they feel a little bit repetitive, I think, is because I'm working toward a certain goal and these are the steps that I need to take to make progress towards that goal. So I would like to update my budget twice. One of those will probably be right after I'm done here, and then the other one probably won't be until payday, which is on Friday. But that's okay. We're also gonna put, I'm just gonna put payday things because there's like a lot that goes into that, honestly. So I have to figure out where the rest of like the extra money is gonna go, if I did have extra money from what I thought I was going to get paid kind of thing. And then I would like to go to the bank and do like sinking funds and pay bills and all of that stuff. So there's a lot of steps to that. So writing out payday things is just a lot easier. And then sinking funds, I would like to make some progress there. Add at least a little bit to some of those. And then I didn't meet this goal last week of only like having one meal out or ordered in. I did it twice last week, but yeah, I would like to do only one. Honestly, I would like to have none, but I know for myself that that's probably not feasible. So one is good. So we'll do that and hope that I actually do it this week. All right. In physical environment, we have 4 things here. So I did clean the kitchen last week. However, I then did more things in my kitchen and now it needs to be cleaned again. So that is one of my goals here. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I don't know why. Like, I feel like every time I cook, the kitchen is then a disaster. Even if I really didn't make like a big mess, it still feels like it's a big mess. Maybe this is why I don't like cooking. It's part of it, I think, at least a little bit. Because I'm like, man, I just cleaned this. And then I cooked. And now I got to clean it all again. I don't want to. Oh, goodness. All right, so I want to clean the kitchen. The bathroom needs to be cleaned. Like, you know, shower, toilet, sink, all that good stuff. We're going to do like a deep clean of the bathroom. And then I need to vacuum, which I wanted to do last week. It didn't get done. I did sweep and mop last week, but I didn't get to the vacuuming part, so we need to vacuum. I also did not get to the clothing cube. I definitely had time. I just wasn't making it a priority. However, since I do have like this whole week off, I have more than enough time. So I'm gonna do 2 clothing cubes. That would be, that's what I want to get done. I also think the reason I've been putting it off is because I really need to try everything on. And I know that a lot of it isn't going to fit, because with the way the last year has gone, I have, you know, I just wasn't being as active. So a lot of my clothes that I have, they don't really fit. So I've really been putting this off because I'm like, I'm gonna like lose a bunch of clothes because they're not gonna fit, and it's gonna make me, I think the other part is like, it's gonna make me feel bad about myself because they don't fit. But you know what? It's fine, because it happens, you know? It is what it is. And sometimes you just have to let go and push yourself through it so that you can move forward. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. It's just like, you know what? I'm just going to do it, because if they don't fit, then I'm not wearing them anyway, so I don't need them. So why am I keeping them around? They're just there. So that's a goal for this week, is at least 2 of them. That's it. I have a million days to do this because I'm off until, like, I don't go back to work until the 3rd. So I have a ton of time to do this. So I definitely, like, there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to do 2 clothing cubes. So I think that's it. Like I said, I feel like every time I do one of these, it seems like a lot because there's so many bullets, but a lot of them are things that go together, right? So they're not like, it's not a zillion separate things. It's a lot of the same thing, if that makes, or it's, you know, different aspects of the same thing, if that makes sense. I'm going to, I think, put some bullets in here to track this, because my habit trackers in my planner are for something different. Like Faith Planner, that one is in my catch-all, so I don't need to do that. Physical therapy is in my catch-all, so we're good there. Water is not, so let's do that. AM and PM routine are not, so we'll make 2 little ones here. And then we'll do 2 bullets for reels. We'll do 2 here for updating my budget. And we'll do 2 here for the clothing cubes. That way I can like mark, you know, if I decide I'm just gonna do one day and then I need to, you know, go back and do another one, I can mark that off as well. All right, I think that's it. I am now going to go actually be a productive human and work on some of these things. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to be on the lookout for my 2023 goals and my January goals, which will be coming within the next week. If you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.